Hello!
We're the Warnishes, and we're attempting the biggest renovation project of our lives.
And in today's video, we will be digging a swimming pool in our backyard. This is one part of the remodel that almost didn't make it. We are adding 1,200 square feet onto our house and doing some of the work ourselves, all while living here with our 5 children. Good morning! It is 63 degrees here in College Station, Texas. It feels like winter to us. Our bodies are used to it being 40 to 50 degrees hotter. So we're out here, nothing's happening. We cut the tree down and we're planning to dig the pool the next day, but our permit did not come back in time, so nothing has been happening here for the last couple of days. We've just been letting the concrete cure and planning the pool. It is a whopping 60 degrees, like I said, and so we're outside and our kids want to start a fire. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a fire started for them, and Tyler and I are going to stake out the pool today. So I'm gonna show you guys. Let's go see.
You guys have been asking for a fire for a long time, and now you get a fire today.
Cause it's cool.
Now I need to go get my little saw.
Our kids absolutely love sitting around the fire, and we really enjoy it too. It sure beats the 100-degree weather we just experienced this hot summer.
And what's a fire without s'mores?
After spending some good quality time with the fam, we are ready to start marking out the pool.
We started by measuring points off of the garage and the house slab and placed stakes where the water line starts.
Why does this gotta be my fault?
Hi, baby.
So now what?
Keep on point. We're trying to get our big rectangle.
I did that one over there.
That one over there. We need to get some string. I need to go to the store. Even with a quality set of plans, we started getting strings set and slightly moved things around to fit the property better. It made so much sense for us to line the back of the pool up with the back of the garage. Woo! It didn't take too long to find the perfect position for our new pool, and now we are ready to dig.
Right here. Look at that. On a cool day. So this is the pool crew. But these guys are here to dig our swimming pool today.
We are so excited to be digging our pool today. Richard and his crew are fantastic, and he may be one of the funniest contractors we've ever met. After we talked through all the details of the layout of the pool, his guys got right to work.
I'm gonna pull these pavers up for you real quick.
How you feeling about the pool?
I'm excited. It's so exciting that we're digging a pool. I definitely wasn't ready for the guys to show up this morning, but that's okay. They need to build a ramp to get out of the pool. And so they'll be able to ramp out and put dirt here pretty easily, but they can't ramp out that way. And so if they're digging here, I need him to go ahead and get some dirt out here. In between the pool and the house, you need dirt all in here.
You got this.
Yeah, I think so. It's a very cool process to watch, so super fun day.
It's about 13 inches low.
And the overall from outside to outside, what is this?
I don't know.
Okay, I got it.
I had it moved back, and it was 32, I think, or
Okay.
30 something. But now I'm just matching that
Got it, the back. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this stump out, and then we'll score the pool out and go from. What's the elevation of the pool?
the bottom of the brick ledge.
Okay, the brick leg, that's my elevation. That's your elevation.
Like Richard said, the first thing we needed to do was get this stump out of here. Since we had a low-hanging cable line, Richard tied a piece of rope around our service wire to make sure we didn't hit it.
This tree was a massive tree, and the skid steer operator had to work a pretty good while to scrape the soil and the roots on all sides around the stump.
And finally, this huge stump was ready to come out.
What's going on?
Okay. You know, with an old house, the goal is always to get the pool square, and you have to square off of something. And so we square off the original house. We pulled off the house and we pulled off of these 2 points. We were kind of not square on the garage, and so since the garage is the longest span, we're going to square off the garage and then have very small incremental differences. But we're going to keep the pool square. That's important.
Hey, what do you mean? We take out that issue.
When they poured that, I said, that's not square on the house. And he said, yes it is, they measured it. I said, no it's not.
She's got a way better eyeballs than I do.
This is so exciting because we have another week or so before we start framing the house. Well, it's gonna fill all of that space. Digging a hole, doing the rebar, doing the plumbing, rough in, and then doing gunite. Getting there is a very long process.
I'm so excited. I was actually really like, well, this stinks, because we were gonna have to wait a whole nother week for no work to be done and just kind of sit and duck. They weren't gonna be able to frame until next week. And then literally on a whim yesterday, like, I was out last night and I came home and he was like, guess what? We're gonna start digging the pool tomorrow. It's really fun that they're starting today. Then somebody will actually be here working all week and we're not just sitting. Like, things are getting done, and that makes me feel really good.
When we dig a hole, we want
You
to
have to
get
move
gunite. We want to get gunite in that hole as quickly as possible. Otherwise, we risk washing out if it rains, and so we do not want that. And we have a 20% chance on Thursday, so it's like, we got to go.
Today stuff's happening and I'm like, let's go, let's go. I'm like, what other projects can we add? What else can we be doing? I want to do it all.
We actually wanted to dig the pool about 2 weeks ago. I called Richard and we scheduled, and I filed for the permit. Right after I filed for the permit, the city was like, hey, you need to do another floodplain development permit. I was like, we already did one, but you didn't include the pool. So I reached out to our engineer because we had already done this floodplain development permit. We have this creek in the back of the property. Part of the floodplain goes into the creek, so the city has to be aware of those things. I reached out to the engineer and I said, hey, we've been planning to do the pool. That's kind of part of this whole project. We didn't include the pool on the site plan. She was so great. She took care of it. She added the pool in. We were able to just rescind.
Oh, look at her.
Hi. We were able to send a revised copy of the floodplain development permit, so I didn't have to do a whole new survey for that. So that was great. That was so awesome. But it took us about 2 weeks to get a permit. Yesterday the permit came back. I got a call from the city. They said they were going to get everything approved. They went ahead and approved it. We got the permit, called Richard and said, hey, so we got the clear, and yeah, we just set it up. So they showed up this morning. We got to get rebar scheduled right after, stub out all the plumbing. We'll do some electrical bonding of the rebar, and then we can do gunite. Yeah, so Richard and his crew, they showed up about 7:30 this morning to get started. We had a tree that we had to cut down. It was so sad, but it had to come down for the pool. Our arborist told us that that tree was not going to make it with the work that we're doing, and so it actually was kind of a blessing. We get to reposition the pool in a way that makes a little bit more sense for the property.
After spending some time figuring out the layout of the pool, our crew started setting all of the form boards and making sure they were all level. With the forms all set, it's time to start digging. We have a huge 18-foot wide tanning ledge on this side of the pool. After getting the elevation set for the tanning ledge, we were able to move into the shallow end. Normally when digging a pool, we would hire a trucking company to haul off all of the dirt. But I knew we wanted to do some grading and had plenty of room to store the soil until we needed it down the road.
It was really cool for me to watch them dig the pool. It was really starting to take shape quickly, and I could finally get a feel for how big this thing was really going to be.
Goes over
This.
the.
I literally left to go to the gym and I came back and our swimming pool is dug. Crazy. Okay, show me. I think I want another foot.
Okay.
4 feet on both sides.
4 feet on both sides. That's great. Okay. We'll just do that with gunite.
With the hole dug, the operator made his last couple of passes and he's ready to load up the machine.
Some of this washed out, so they're just going to fill that with gunite. So in the same way, we can build a bench on this backside. Even if you ask Richard, he would probably say it's better to build that bench out of gunite and not have cut it out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go brainstorm that and finish lunch. Come see from this side.
These kids are loving this.
Loving it. This is so cool. Look at this. Look at this.
What are you doing? Are you relaxing?
No, I'm laying down and going to sleep.
Wow, guys. I need to know what you think.
I like it.
You like it?
We're talking about plumbing. Richard said, wrong person talking about plumbing. Is that?
The only thing I know about plumbing is busting the pipes.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, what do you think?
I just want to jump and run.
Okay, now run out. Run out.
Do you like our swimming pool? This is gonna be where we can sit and play.
Alright, pool is dug. Kids are playing in the garage. This is so cool. Now we're ready for steel. Where's my wife?
This is the rail for the bunk bed. Now I need to just seal this, and then I'm gonna make you
Install it.
actually attach it to the bed. Wow, that was a fast dig. That's gonna be our swimming pool.
You got to see this. It's so deep.
Was that cool?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Today was a solar eclipse, so we went and got these from the naves so that we could see it, and it's so cool.
All right, it is Monday. We just dug the pool back on Saturday. Steel guys are here today. They're gonna get started tying all the rebar, forming all the rebar in the pool. We're gonna start this process. But yeah, these guys are gonna take these long, straight pieces of 20-foot rebar and bend it and form it to fit our pool. Also, Manuel, our tree guy, showed up this morning as well. We had some trees that we had to cut down to do the garage. He's cleaning up some of those as well. He's gonna take them to the curb today. Hey girls, y'all are silly. We have 2 crews here now, 1 tree guy and then our steel crew. So these guys are gonna kind of work side by side. Let's take a look. right, the guys are finishing up rebar in the pool, and I'm gonna run to the store real quick. I'm gonna grab some copper wire and grab some little clamps so we can bond the pool and get that inspected so we can do gun night on Thursday.
Rebar guys are done. They did it all in just a few hours.
Later that same day, our framers showed up to start taking measurements and marking lines for our walls. With this giant remodel, it is not uncommon for so many fun things to be happening all in one day.
2x6 behind the toilet over here. So if you want to run that all 2x4, it's okay with me. Okay. No vent.
Later that same day, our framers showed up to start taking measurements and marking lines for our walls. With this giant remodel, it is not uncommon for so many fun things to be happening all in one day.
In the afternoon the following day, I decided to help out with the budget and work on the plumbing prep for the pool myself. I will have to stub out all of the pool plumbing, install the skimmers and the main drain before we can move on to gunite.
You're marking locations for all the jets.
Yeah.
And you're the one installing the jets.
Yeah, it's just a simple pipe that I cut. It's like 24 inches long. Put a cap on the inside, and I'm just gonna leave it in here. And the gunite guys are just gonna gunite around it.
And we failed our electrical
We found the electrical
inspection.
because we have copper coming out of the pool. We're supposed to have copper coming out on 4 sides. We only have it coming out on 3 sides.
What if we put the lights in the bench right there and not on the sides?
It's fine. Should we start the jet?
Like right about where you are?
I think the jet.
Like
should
I
be
would
on this-
divide like from the front of this step, and the front of that step into thirds and put it, you know, on the like third. So like how many ever feet away from this bench to where you are, match that from like the end of that bench out.
Okay. I'm gonna do 8 feet.
Okay.
After getting my bearings on layout, I finished prep work on all of the wall jets and then one by one placed them in the pool where we wanted them. Running the main drain by myself was so challenging. It was extremely difficult to squeeze the pipe between the rebar and the bottom of the pool floor.
Almost there.
There were a few points where I wanted to give up, but I just kept working it inch by inch. And at last, I was finally able to get it all glued together.
All right, got the main drain plumbed. Now I gotta run a sleeve for the pot filler. But I need to go get my saw. All right, we got all the plumbing done. I got 2 jets on the tanning ledge. And walking on in, we have another jet that's gonna be right after the skimmer. So skimmer box is right here. Another jet's gonna go in right there. Got that one plumbed in. I can't install that one yet because there's no dirt behind it, but I was able to get these plumbed in. So that is an autofill. That is a jet. That could also be vice versa. We'll see. Main drain, chiller sleeve. When the guys come and do gunite, they will make sure that those are set in place. I got a cover for the main drain that I got to pop on. Chiller sleeve, we'll make sure that that's level or plumb when it's time. Skimmer there, I got to finish installing the PVC on the skimmers. And then we have I think one's a light and one is a jet here. So light and a jet, and then same thing, light and a jet. Plumbing rough in, almost done. Gunites tomorrow.